Good day. This is the continuation of lesson 6, which is all about rational numbers. So, we have the comparison between the numbers. Last time, napag-aralan natin ano ba ang rational numbers, anong operation ang gamit natin when we have rational numbers. Rational numbers has two types, in fraction and in decimal. So now, we will have to compare numbers, okay, or rational numbers. So, before going to the comparison of rational numbers, ito yung mga kailangan nating tandaan. Okay, read this and kailangan tandaan natin to. Okay? Now, for comparison between two rational numbers, we need to follow the following steps. Okay? First one, make sure that the denominators of the given rational numbers are positive. If not, multiply both numerator and denominator of the rational number by -1 to convert the negative denominator into a positive one. This will result in a negative numerator and a positive denominator. So sabi dito, ano daw yung kailangan nating i-make sure? We have to make sure that the denominators are positive. Okay? So, paano po kapag hindi positive yung denominator? We will multiply both numerator and denominator by -1. Okay? I-multiply natin kay -1. Okay? So, para maging positive yung denominator natin. Okay? Number 2. Check for the rational numbers for like rational numbers which have the same denominator and unlike rational numbers which have different denominators. So, from your elementary days, mathematics, we have two types of fractions or rational numbers. We have similar and dissimilar. Just like here, we have like and unlike. When we say like, they have the same denominator. And when we say unlike, they have different denominators. Okay, so check daw natin yon. Bago tayo mag-compare, i-check natin yung mga bagay na yon. Number 3, if the rational numbers are like fractions or if they have the same denominator, then we just need to compare the numerators and the one having a higher numerator will be the greater of the two. Don't forget to check for negative and positive rational numbers. So kasi nga, positive numbers are greater than negative numbers. So kapag daw nakita natin na ang ating fraction or given is like fractions or they have the same denominator, titingnan na lang natin ay ang numerator. So i-check natin alin bang numerator ang mas malaki. And then that will be the greater of the two rational numbers given. Number 4, if the rational numbers are unlike fractions, then convert them into like fractions by taking the LCM of the denominators and then compare them as given in step 1. So the number 4 step is kapag nakita natin na unlike fractions or magkaiba ang denominator, i-convert muna natin sila into like fractions. Paano yun? Ite-take natin si LCM. For example, number 1, compare 2 and -4, which is greater? We have 2 because positive is always greater than negative. So 2 is greater than -4. Number 2, 1/3 and 5/3. They are like fractions. So titingnan lang natin ang numerator, which is higher, 1/3 or 5/3. We have 5/3. So 1/3 is less than 5/3. Number 3. Okay, 1/3 and 5/6. As you can see, they have different denominators. So they are called unlike rational numbers. So ang gagawin natin, convert muna natin or transform into like fractions. Our LCM is 6. Then this one will be 1 times 2 or 3 times 2 kasi 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 over 3 times 2. So, okay na. 6 na rin yung denominator niya. 5, 6. So ito ang numerator is 2. So which is now bigger, 2 over 6 or 5 over 6? We have 5 over 6. So 1/3 is less than 5 over 6. Number 4, compare negative 2 over 3 and 9 over negative 4. What is the first thing that we're going to do? We have to check and make sure that all of the denominators are positive. And then, kapag na-check na, so multiply by negative 1 para maging positive. So, magiging negative 9 over 4 to. So, magkaiba sila ng denominator. Iko-convert naman natin into like fractions. So, LCM is 12. So, this one will be negative 8 over 12. And this one will be negative 27 over 12. Okay? So, which is now bigger, negative 8 or negative 27? We have negative 8 because from our number 4, it says that all of the numbers on the right of a number line is greater than the left. Okay? So, we have negative 8 over 12 is greater than negative 27 over 12. So, that's how we compare rational numbers. So, dapat alam natin kung ano yung mga rules or steps na kailangan nating tandaan bago tayo mag-compare ng rational numbers. So, therefore, negative 2 over 3 is greater than 9 over negative 4. Okay, we have the operations of rational numbers. First one is addition. So, in here, ang rule ng addition dito sa rational numbers, katulad lang din ng rule ng integers natin. So, kapag parehas lang ang sign, just add. Kapag magkaiba, isa-subtract muna and then get the sign of the higher number. Sa subtraction naman, okay, ganun lang din, katulad ng rules ng ating integers. Change the sign of the second number and then proceed to addition. Examples. Addition, 1/2 plus 3/2 is equal to 4 over 2. Kapag nakita natin, okay, this is the rule when we have like signs or like signs like fractions. Ito yung rule kapag parehas ang denominator. Just do the rule on integers kapag parehas ang denominator. Copy the denominator and add the numerators. Ganun din sa subtraction, copy the denominator and do the subtraction of integers. So 11 minus 7 is 4. Just copy 15 because they are like fractions. How about when we have unlike fractions? Adding and subtracting unlike fractions. Obtain the fractions and their denominators, find the LCM, and then change it or convert it into like fractions. So then we will do the operation. So let us have our example. We have 2 and 2/3 plus 3 and 1/2. So as you can see, they are mixed fraction, a mixture of the whole number and a proper fraction. So, i-convert muna natin sila into a mixed fraction, improper fraction. So, paano yun? Multiply the whole number by the denominator, 2 times 3, and then add the numerator over the denominator. Multiply the whole number 3 by the denominator 2, add the numerator 1 over the denominator. So we will get 8 over 3 and 7 over 2. So converting it, find the LCM. Our LCM is 6. So 6 divided by 3 times 8 is 2 times 6, 8 is 16. 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 7 is 21. And then, like fractions na siya, we will now proceed to the operations. It's either positive or negative, depende sa anong operation ang nakalagay. Okay? We also have the multiplication of rational numbers. Paano yon? So, bago tayo mag-multiply, dapat naka-proper or improper fraction siya. Kapag natural numbers, okay, tandaan that all natural numbers have the denominator of 1. All natural numbers, mapa-negative or positive yan, automatic ang denominator niyan is 1. Hindi lang natin nilalagay. Kasi nga, the number divided by 1 is equal to 1. Is equal to the number, rather. Okay? So, kahit hindi na ilagay yung denominator. Pero kapag fractions, katulad nito, magmumultiply tayo, kailangan nating i-consider yon. So, kapag natural number, i-turn natin into improper fraction. Kapag mixed number naman, ito-turn din natin to improper fraction. So, we will now multiply the numerator by the numerator, denominator by the denominator. And then, kapag may common factor, pwedeng i-cancel. So, kapag ang sagot ay naging mixed fraction, we will convert it naman sa, kapag ang sagot ay improper, we will convert it naman sa mixed fraction. Okay, so paano yon? Sa multiplication of two fractions, okay, we have the product of their numerators and the product of their denominators. As simple as that. Ipag-multiply mo lang yung numerator kay numerator, denominator kay denominator. Pero bago nga yun, i-convert muna natin. Magiging improper fractions muna. Okay? So, ayan, nandun na yung 5. Okay, these are our given. So, we have 3/7 times 4/5. So, as simple as multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. 12/35. 3 times 4 is 12, 7 times 5 is 35. Itong pangalawa, 7/3, 5/2. Multiply the numerator, multiply the denominators. 35/6. Itong pangatlo, 5 times 3/7. Yung 5, as you can see, wala siyang denominator, yung 7 na mismo. So, kapag nilagay natin yung denominator ni 5, we have 1. Kasi nga, lahat ng natural numbers or whole numbers, ang denominator ay always 1. So, 5/1 times 3/7, just multiply. We also have division of rational numbers. So, to divide fractions, first thing to do is to take the reciprocal or invert the fraction of the divisor. Okay, ang divisor natin yung pangalawa. And multiply the dividend, yung nauuna. So, huwag nyo nang pansinin ito. This is the quickest technique. Mas complicated lang yan. So, kapag fractions, division of fractions, get the reciprocal of the divisor or nung pangalawa and then proceed to multiplication of fractions. Examples, 4/6 divided by 2. So, ang 2 is natural number. Again, what is the denominator of 2? 1 po. Okay, now we have 4/6 divided by 2. So, sabi sa division, get the reciprocal of the second or the divisor. So, the reciprocal of 2 or 2/1 is 1/2. And then, we will proceed to multiplication. 4/6 times 1/2, just multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator, and then lowest term. 4/12 or 1/3. Another one, 2/3 by 4/3. Ang i-reciprocal natin is divisor, which is the divisor, 4/3. So, ang reciprocal, kabaliktaran ng fraction. Okay? So, we have 2/3 divided by 4/3. The reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. So, we have 2/3, copy this, and then multiplied by the reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. So, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12, and then lowest term, we have 1/2. Okay? So, that's how we do the operations on rational numbers. So, this is your activity, and then, ito yung mga kailangan yung tandaan. Okay? So, rational number, finite or terminating, non-terminating. We have decimals. Okay? Proper and improper rational numbers, positive and negative. Okay? So, did you know that the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras believed that all numbers were rational, but one of his students, Hipparchus, proved using geometry it is taught that you could not write the square root of 2 as a fraction, and so it was irrational. So, yeah. So that would be all, and God bless everyone. Galingan niyo palagi. Bye-bye.